Hello, happy Monday. Thank you for being here. It's been a little while since I've been on, and it's been a little over a month actually that I've been on here. I've been traveling quite a bit. Uh, been quite the journey that I've been on, and I'll share that with you. I was hoping that I could get on and share a little bit of my journey as I was traveling. That was becoming a little difficult, so I was needing to wait till I returned. Got home from my journey about a week ago, and came home super sick. So it's been about a week that I've been home and recovering from my journey. A lot of energy flowing and a lot of different areas that I encountered that brought me into bringing my energy levels down, and I ended up being sick at the end of my trip. Anyways, came home and been rejuvenating my energy field, and I'm feeling wonderful now. So my journey began about a month ago, a little over a month ago, and we went we went close to Cancun. We were staying about halfway in between Puerto Morales and Cancun. I rented a little condo along the beach there, and we were about 20 minutes walk along the beach from Puerto Morales. And so each day we would walk into Puerto Morales and enjoy or not each day, but many days we would enjoy the city and stuff. And so that was lovely to get a lot of exercise and stuff. While we were there for about 2.5 weeks. We were able to encounter, we spent about a day and a half in Cancun. We spent a day snorkeling and going over to Isla Mujeres, which is the Isle of Woman. And we wanted to go back over and spend an entire day just exploring the island and meditating and getting to know the energy and the ancestors of the island. The day that we had planned to go back, Dwayne was really sick, and so we couldn't get back on the island that day. And then we rescheduled it again, and it was storming, and so we were not able to get back onto the island in this trip, but we will in another trip. And then we were able to explore all around Puerto Morales and the city there and along the coastline. Beautiful area. And we went into Tulum and Coba, and were able to explore those ancient sites in the city in those areas. And while we were there in that area, we were able to meet up and do ceremony with a shaman, and were able to join in on some blessings. And then we entered into what's called a cenote. We ended up being able to go to 3 different cenotes while we were there. One, all of them were out in the jungles. 2 we were able to swim in. 1 we just went to go see, or I was able to swim in, excuse me. But these cenotes are underground caverns, bodies of water that are underground in underground caves. And they're all, from what I understand, all of them are connected by a waterway, and very sacred and held with a high energy and spiritual keeping for the people of that area of all of Mexico. And so in this one particular from Coba over, they bless you and they bless the waters before you're able to go in to this location. And then there was another one. We had gone to spent the day in Chichen Itza, and I explored all over Chichen Itza and all the temples. And after that, we went to another cenote that was called Tucan. And there was a shaman and ceremony tree that blesses as you're coming through, and before you enter into the waters. And then before you go into the waters, you're to wash and go into the waters there. And that was very special. They actually have a shaman there that you can do blessings with and stuff. And then right before I left, I was fortunate I had met on one of our trips to Cancun. I had met a shaman, a lady shaman that did ceremonies with Bufo. And her boyfriend, they both are shamans, and they came to my condo, and we did a ceremony on the beach, on my own private beach, and we did a ceremony together there just a few days before I left. So that was super special to be able to experience that and experience a sacred ceremony with them. So that was very special. In that ceremony itself, that right before I came home, it's interesting, and through all of it, as I was journaling and drawing and meditating through the few weeks that we were there, many different beings and messages that were coming through of divine light and love and sharing of grace and beauty and gratitude for being in the space. And when I entered into the angelic realms during the Bufo's ceremony, brought me into serenity with my own divine light, and brought through new dialects and codes in addition to what I already speak, brought through new languages. And as I entered through this ceremony, they guided me of new codes and light that were to be brought to all of humanity, and not necessarily just through me, but just that was coming to all of us through many different modalities, many different ways, many different spiritual people. These new codes, these expanded codes that are wanting to awaken us in a more rapid form into our divine love. And so, they've been really wanting me to share since I've gotten home. Like I said, I've been under the weather. Ironically, I was very congested. A lot of not being able to speak very well, and sinusy, So where they wanted me to bring through breath and light and speech, that was what was being congested. So I am, from my intuition, after new light and codes were coming through, what was not serving me was being cleansed out and purged away from me, so that I may bring through a new version of myself, a new version of my light that wants to come through to the words I'm hearing now is to bravely embody my light to share with the all, and the all of myself and the all of you, which is one and the same. And when I feel into that, one heartbeat of song from my heart, there is no separation from mine to yours. As I lay on the beach completing my ceremony when I was in Mexico, the first part of it, I opened my eyes and all I could see was blue skies and this one huge bird flying above me. And in the second part, I opened my eyes and again saw the bright blue sky, and 3 birds were flying above me. As to notify me that my soul was joined with spirit. My soul was joined with the all of all that is, which is what some of us consider the Holy Ghost, with God, Creator, but was sharing with me the unity of who I am, had joined with the all, with Christ, with God. In my intention of that journey was to allow more light and love to come through so I may be of service to more. And what that means, I don't know, but that was all that I had for my intention. And where that leads me from here, I'm not quite certain. As I walked through different ancient sites in Mexico and different cities that I explored, learning different knowledges of the Mayan culture and the synchronicities from one divine beauty of love to the already knowing of what I have and other shamanic techniques, was quite remarkable to see the similarities, how we all love from one to another, and the confusion of what one recollection of culture has unto another that can force anger and hatred to another. When we open ourselves to divine beauty and divine love, all beings and all cultures are speaking the same thing. One of the shamans at one of our guides at one of the sites was sharing about Christ and sharing about Kukulkan and was sharing about Quetzalcoatl. One thing that I've always known is that a lot of these archetypes and divine beings that have been worshipped through eons of time, that have different names through different cultures and different practices, were one and the same. And he was sharing how these divine beings held space and how they came to be and how they taught beauty to the people. It was a great honor to witness their teachings of love. The shamans shared a couple of techniques of moving energy that I found very enlightening, how their techniques were similar to the techniques that I'd already been practicing and others practice in other modalities, and the similarities. And the guides, for me, continually share and are sharing now to remember the wholeness of who we are and the unity of family and song from one heart to another. From where we all came from one breathing of heart song and love. And they are asking us to return to whence we came. Though things may be of different callings or shapes or sounds, they are in reality of the same frequency and vibration of love from one being to another. So in this transmission from my gift of the day, they're asking for a joining of unity of song and heart. And they're welcoming you in to their space of loving. As a source creator, the love of all that I am and all that I ever will be. Song and sound of all realities and dimensions from time beyond time. We welcome you into what is true for you. To open thine self to thine own hearts. To hold thyself in unity with all that is and all that ever will be. For there we will find unity and peace within thine heart and thy heart. For there in the circle of unity, we will join hands. We will join hearts. And we will join love. If it rings true to you, we welcome thee. Historia yaya, yari no yaya, yani no yaya, and then you get it no what I get gaya, or you sit in the yaya. What in the gaya, I got to Sinanaya, I get a question yaya, are you in the yaya? We welcome thee into the highest of loving of all that you are. What is the yaya? What is the yaya? Or what is the Kanakus in the yaya? Don't in the yaya, don't is another yaya, don't in the yaya, put it the naya. Ora git kara kuchta na ya ora tinya ya kata ora ya yuri oshana ni ya ora jena de gara ka ora ne ne ra ka chita de kara ora ya kata ya ora ya ti ya ora ta ya ora te ya ara ya ora ne ne ya ya chita de kara hasta go ya are ida ko de ne ra ya chita kara de gina no ora ne ra ka chita kara ora ya ora ne ya ora ne ya chita ne ra kara chita de kara ora ne gara go kasana ne yala ka kore ne gara ka ka kusana ne giri ya kuro ne re ya ka chuta no kuro ko es kana kara kusana ne kist. We create a bubble of sound and love frequencies around us. Kura ne gara kusana ya kuro ne gara ya sto kore ne gara gara kura ka oro ga sana ne kara kusana ne giri ka sana ne kura ne ya re ya kusana ne ya re kusana ya kura ne ya kusana ne ya ka kura ne ya Arici kone ne ya ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ne oya ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ya Ariere sura ya serengere ka oya ya ke oya ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya oya ya okusun ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya Ore rukuta ne ya ke kutu ne ka kokka ne oya ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ne ya okusun ne Ariti ko titi ya o te sini ri o te na ne ke ko ne ne ya o yus ne ne ya ko chuta. Ari tu ko sini ko chuta ko te na ne ke ko chuta ke ko chuta na ka ko na ka ki ya ru ko na ya. From this frequency realm ko ru ki that we place around you ko ko na ko ko na ne ko ya ko ti ne ke we may rise in tone and sound. What na ya what na ye what on ye what ya what is the ya what na ya what ya what in the giri question no what ya ka what na ni giri ka ka what na ya what na ya what na ya ara ko ho so na ko 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 ni ka ka ko 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 na ya ka ko ko na ka ka ko ko ni ara de what na ya yo ni just ko na ya what na ya what is the na ya ka no Artikel naya, ayer ko na kere ka sa nanara ka ko sa na kere ka tutu chenenda ka. Are is ko no no ya rara sa na ko ta ta ko te ne ya. Are ko ka sa na kere ko sa ta ke ko na kere ki ya. Ko sa te ke da sa ko te ne ko ko te ya. They're expressing that you can transform this radiance around not only your beingness, but around your loved ones. For they are of one loving with you. They are you, my loves. You have created the love from which you reside, from which you interact in your beingness in this planetary body. Radiate your love forward, backwards, around, to encompass the all of your realm, your world of which you reside in. All that you see, you have created for you to express your loving. Upon this planetary body. If you are not pleasing upon what is of the visual, expand your love upon thy. I used to go in and I get out of where you radiate your frequency, there it will be. They're asking you to massage your field. Kora na yaya kota ni nira. Atis ko na yaya kuro ko na ni kira kara kara kota na yaya to massage with love. Kota na yaya kuro ko na kara 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 na koko na ni kira koko na atis ko kota kara kara koko na kara koko na kiri kiri kura na yaya koko na ni kara kara na kara kara atis ko na ni kara yaya ko kuro na ni kara kara koko na ni kara 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 ni kara atis ko kota na ni kara kara na kara 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 ni ya kota na atis ka na ya kota ni kara koko na kara 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 kota ni kara kara koko na kara atis ko kota ni kara kara ni ash kota na kara 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 atis ko ni kara kota na kara kara ko ni kara sa na ki ke te kota na kara kara ni kota na atis ko kota ni kara kara shiri ni kaya ko kota na kara kara ni kota na atis ko kota na kaya kota na kara ko kota na kara kara kota na kara kara kota na kaya ko atis ko kota na kara kota na kara kara kota na kara kara kota na kara kara kota na atis ko ay ko sa na kara 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 shiri ko kota na ko atis ko kota ni kara 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 ko na kara 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 ko kara kara atis ko kara 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 ko kota na kara 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 na kara 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 kota na atis ko ni ro kota sa na kara kota ni ya ko para na ya kota sa na ya kota kara atis ko kota na ni ya kota na kara 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 kota na kara 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 kota sa na ya kota ni na are kara kara suno kota ni kara 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 kota kara ni kara 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 kota are atis ko na kara 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 kota na kara kara kota na na kara kota sa na kara 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 ni na kara 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 are ko suno kota na are ko suno kota na kara kara kota ni na atis ko na kota na kota kota is kara kara kota kota sa na are ya kara kota na ya are kara kota kara kara na ya kara kota kara na kara suno kara 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 mo kota na are ka suno kota na kara na kara kota na kara kota ni kara sa na kara kara suno kota na are ka suno kota na kara kota na kara kota na kara na kara kota na kara suno no are sa kara suno kota na na kara suno kota na kota na kara kota na kara suno kota na kara kara kota na kara kara are chicken kota na are chicken kota na are chicken kota na kara kota na kota iskere kara kota iskere kara kota na kota na kota na kara giri kota na kara kota na ire kara na ara ka chicken kota na kiri ka kota na kara chicken kota na kara chicken kota na kara kota na ara ka chicken kota kota na each gore na kara chicken they're showing me portals and spirals from heaven to earth. It's bouncing off of things. It's actually giving me pain in my heart at the moment. They're sharing with me when it's not moving freely, it was hurting my heart. What is when it comes and expands and flows freely? It felt better. It is allowed to be free without harming the physical. The physical body. The cellulars of which we reside. It's almost as they're like explaining to me our harms, our ailments, what we suffer is all on us. Even they're giving me an example as my they're showing me coughing, my cold that I've had. I was not allowing the frequency to flow. I was stagnating it. I was holding it in. And then they were shaking me up until I was able to let it flow. Trying to get me out of my head, out of my control. I just gonna allow the flow. They're acknowledging my control, like a control freakedness. They're saying freakedness. They're questioning, and I gotta get like I have to push it in the right direction. When I can't even conceive of the right way that it's going to be. And then that's where we all get stuck. We try to dictate how it will look, and allowing, and instead of allowing it to just look. Control is not flow. They're again telling me to shake off my head. They're sharing for all beings to allow to shake off our head. And to share. Arete no nasto grosta na de kara to just the nedi go to just go then na aras to go that is gonna water na kara to water na this the get to ready get water na arete go to just na kara get na aras to go na areke shuru coach na as kara go na areke kara kas kara coach na kara go shoot to go na res kara na arete get gonna coach na as kara go to go na go coach na kara get na areke shuru coach na kara kishna Orokorana, Irigana Totokosana, Arakashira Kotana, Karakistana, Aretichkona, Arakashiro Kotana, Nagishana, Kotana, Nagarakasko, Kotka, and Irikatsuno Kot and Aridisara. They're just reminding me to join our love and to share Koris and Nakadis and Nakarakatukis and Nakarakasko, Arakashko, Kos, and Kotsan and Nakarakatukos, support in the joining of our heart There we will find the unity of song between all things. I just go what it is. They're bringing in much gratitude. Ara did go down or screenina, ara chitkunsina, at the gate or stana, arikitikutusana, arikikanotista. The nest to the hustin and I did get a store tersina, hustina, I did get stana, I did put an nest, they get a daughter to the negated, or what getting what and I got to the was an anagric, which is an agitated, got to the anagistana. We are of much thanking upon you. Rokushina idiot is the ora sta ara kushina de kato ostana, he don't put in the idiots that I get out of that. In onena aya haya, or I don't want to aya, it's the or the katana, aya, who wanna aya. Daya, or that was done. Aya haya, or stanaya. I thank you for being here. It's funny, I was feeling that very strongly in my heart. And I guess I have to not worry about what it's going to look like as I'm counting, and my nose is running and my eyes are watering. It's not a pretty sight sometimes. It's a great reminder to me. I've really been struggling myself lately about how my life should look, where I want it, how I want it to look, where I want it to go. And it's a good reminder for myself to allow it to flow and maybe stop dictating what's going to happen. Just allow it. That was a good reminder for me. I hope that this was helpful for someone. I hope this brought knowledge or peace or sovereignty to someone. Awakening, enlightenment, something. I never know what's going to be said, never know what's going to be shared. I just know that, in this, that they wanted me to share, some new frequencies that was coming through And I did know, some new dialects that were coming through since I had my ceremonies in Mexico. New frequencies I can feel, new beings that are speaking to me. So I thank you for being here, and I hope that it at any moment was of service to you. And like always, if you are in desire to have a personal session, you can find me on Facebook or Instagram at aurachakravibe. You can find me on my website is palmoscrystals.com. I always do complimentary consultations. It doesn't cost you any money to call and ask questions. If there's something that I cannot be of assistance to you, maybe I can help you find somebody who can. I do know several beautiful beings that do a lot of different sessions. If there's not something that I am able to help you with, or if we're not for everybody. If my energy field is not for you, maybe I can align you with somebody else that you might connect with. But as always, it was a joy and a love of my heart to be able to bring through love to you. And wherever this takes us, who knows? Have a beautiful day. Thank you so much.